Winter Rosie here. This actually isn't my first stan list. You could still check my old one cause most of it still holds up. But that was way back in the old days and I've grown quite a lot since then. Lately I've been thinking about changing things up on my channel, and what better way to do it than feature a stan list as if it were my first YouTube video ever. As always, I'd like to hear some of your list too. Okay, now onto my list.
침대에 누워도 귀를 막고 어제가 오늘의 여지 늘 늦은 자책만 가득한 채 We'll take it slow To scream Devil eyes come 눈을 뜬 자 눈을 뜬 자 하야 저 위로 갈래 하야 더 높이 날래 Everybody look at me 익숙하잖니 양보해 참아야만 돼 어른스럽게 I'm locked up in the glass 난 넓고 싶은데 너무 끔찍해 Holding my breath 숨이 막힌 맘들 I don't mind control I'm not natural Don't really live in your natural way 네 앞에 나서면 내 피가 나서면 저빈 너머의 light 우린 현실로 faded 이 거짓들 사이 세속으로 닮은 And I walk like a lion 내 역사를 난 making 몰라 태양을 멈출 clue 미소짓 말까지 Whoa, yeah. These are groups that I keep an eye out for without getting too deep into them. These are usually groups I praise a lot without even stanning them. I don't know what's stopping me from doing so, but for now I will root for these groups as if they were my alts. Red Velvet has been there with me through thick and thin. From my first words to my first heartbreak, they were there with me. One thing K-pop hooked me with is its music quality. Great production and catchy melodies. That's all you could really ask for. And Red Velvet has been doing that for 7 years. I don't know if I should be thankful that they set my standards for K-pop music that high, but I am glad they are still here to provide it for me.
넌 어쩌나 그대로 졌나 너 때문에 난 이제 어쩌나 되곡히 매일 네가 좋은 걸
I've said this many times but I am definitely not a carrot. I just have a deep admiration for these boys for their music, talents, and personalities. When I'm feeling down I could easily watch or listen to them and I'd feel better. I don't think they are the best in anything, but I can definitely say they are a complete package. I may not be a fan but I will always support them right here from the back, because they truly earned it. Shine a light all through the night. a short time I was the biggest Luna fan. My mind was always occupied with them. There was literally not a day without me thinking about Luna. I'll be honest and say I've grown out of that Luna hole, and I'm merely a huge supporter now rather than a stan. But just like with 17, I will always be supporting them from the back. Even if I'm not the biggest orbit, I still pretty much think Luna deserves much more recognition and praise out of all groups. I will forever hype these girls up and you can't do nothing about it. Arguably the perfect group. They got almost anything you could ask for in a K-pop group. Their only problem is that they don't get much traction. Out of all the first wave of 4th gen groups, they are the most left behind. Maybe not dead last, but for what they offer, they are definitely underrated and deserve much more. I will not rest until I see these girls getting the appreciation they rightfully deserve. Try not to cry when talking about IZ*ONE challenge. Failed. I always say I'll never bring up IZ*ONE in any conversation, but here I am doing it again. To keep things short, they are my alt group. I don't care if other groups are funnier, more talented, prettier, or whatever, they will always be my group. I don't care if they are disbanded, because nothing could ever replicate what I felt when standing this group. They had the qualities you'd want for a K-pop group and more. Yeah, they might have not been the best, but they were perfect for me. R.I.P. IZ*ONE. They would have loved Blassie. It took a while, 6 months to be exact, but I'm confident enough to say that I am now a Swift. After IZ*ONE disbanded, I really thought I was over with standing new groups. I really believe I've peaked with them, and I knew if I were to stan another group it wouldn't be the same anymore. And I was right. This isn't my new IZ*ONE, but that necessarily isn't a bad thing. I stan Stacy solely because they're Stacy. I see a lot of potential in this group. They aren't the best in any aspect, but there's just something about them that reels me in. That could be their concept, their music, their personalities, or maybe all of the above. There's just something about them that screams positive vibes. The people around them and the content they give out seems genuine and wholesome. I don't know what this means, but they might be the most satisfying group I've ever liked. So far the time I've spent with them has been great, and I know there's still more to come. That be it for my list. Let me know if you somehow got a problem with it. Again, I'd like to see yours too. Last time I did this I had about 200 subs. And 7 months later here I am with 17,200. I honestly don't know how to give thanks to so much people, but I guess continuing to make quality content will do. I'm making this video relatively early from the day I publish it. I still don't know when I'll do, but by the time this is out my short hiatus is over, and I'll be back to my regular schedule. Thank you for waiting and subscribing. See you in my next videos. Goodbye.